Student School, welcome back to school! How exciting! I have seen lots of you this morning on the playground and that has made me very happy. Right, I know that there's a few of you still at home, so hello at home and hopefully we'll see you very soon. Right, shall we start with our routine? I think we should. Let's look at the time. What's the time, Mr. Wall? Well, I can see that the long hand, which is that's right, the minute hand is on the 3. And that tells me it is, that's right, 15:15 or 15 minutes past. I can count in 5s, 5, 10, 15. The short hand, that's the hour hand, is on the 11. So that tells me it is 11:15. Or 15 minutes past 11. If that was at night, you should be asleep. If it's in the morning, you should be up and awake and ready to go. Ooh, what else is on our board? Well, our language of the month for March is Romanian. And we are learning to say Bună ziua. Bună ziua, which is Romanian for hello. Now, I know there's lots of other ways of saying that, but I've chosen this way. Now, what else have we got on our board? Our Makaton sign. I'm going to bring that close. Oh, this is a really, really important one. Can you see that? Maybe you can read this word. Put it all together. Mum. Mum. Oh, what do you need to do? Well, you need your palm out and you need 3 fingers and you need to tap twice. So let's practice that. Palm out. 3 fingers, 1, 2. And that means mum or mummy. Can you do it with me? Mum. Can you do it with me? Mummy. Brilliant. Now, why has Mrs. Lee decided to choose mum as our Makaton sign of the week? Well, in Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, 6 sleeps, it's going to be Mother's Day. And that means all across the world on that Sunday, if you are Christian, you will be celebrating Mummy's Day, Mother's Day. So Sunday the 14th of March in 6 sleeps time is Mother's Day, and it's a Christian festival. It's been celebrated for many, many, many years, and in the church usually there is a special service that celebrates mothers and all the hard work that they do. Now, you might be celebrating your Mother's Day on Sunday by doing something special for them. Maybe you're going to give them some lovely breakfast or a nice cup of tea. Maybe you're going to try to make them happy another way. It's a bit tricky this year because we can't really go out, can we? We need to stay indoors. Maybe you'll go for a walk around the local area if it's lovely sunshine. Whatever you do, though, try to make them happy. Make sure you're saying lots of thank yous for all the things that they do for you. And hopefully this week you're going to make a Mother's Day card that you can take home and give to your grown-up. That's super, isn't it? Right, so I've got another thing to celebrate, though, today. So not only is it great to see everybody back in school, but also today is International Women's Day. Now, this has been going for 100 years, and this is to celebrate that girls, ladies, women can do things just as well as boys. And boys can do things just as well as girls. We call it equality. Can you say that word for me? Equality. Now, we've talked about being equal before, haven't we? We say that we're all different, we're all unique, but we are all equal. So if a girl wants to do something and she really puts her mind to it and she works very hard, then she should be able to do that. And nobody should say, stop, because you are a girl. And just the same as boys. Boys, if you put your mind to it and you work really hard, then you can pretty much do everything that you want to do. Nobody should say stop. Now, this is a really cool little book because it celebrates International Women's Day. It talks about, what are you good at? Can you paint? Can you draw? Can you skate? Can you sew? Can you build things? Can you think of things? Can you write? Can you read? Can you swim? Can you ride a bike? Can you drive a car? Maybe not yet, but you will be able to. Basically, it says this lovely word, achievements. We can all achieve what we want if we really work at it. So if you want to get onto a different colour-coded reading book, you don't want to be on pink anymore or yellow anymore, then what have you got to do? Yes, that's right, you've got to practice, you've got to go on Bug Club. Keep reading, practice, practice, practice. And it doesn't matter whether you're a girl or whether you're a boy. Practice, 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 and you will get better and you will improve. And hopefully you will start to move up those colour bands. I love this. Here we go, I've got a question for you. Are you ready? Can only boys play football? No. We've had a football out on the front playground during lockdown for class 1 children. And I saw lots of girls playing with that football. They were kicking it and making sure that they could get the ball to another friend really, really easily by looking for a space. They were just as good, if not better, than some of the boys. What's the other question? Can girls only be cooks? No! My husband at home, Mr. Lee, he cooks all the dinners. And it's not because he's a boy, it's just that he's a really good cook, and Mrs. Lee isn't. Girls, you can do anything you put your mind to. Girls, you can do anything you put your mind to. So can boys. So if you want to be a firefighter, if you want to be in the police, if you want to be a vet, it doesn't matter whether you're a girl or a boy. But many, many years ago, it did matter, and girls were stopped. And girls were told, no, you can't do that because you are a girl. Is that a good thing or not a good thing? You're right, it's not a good thing. So we had lots of people who campaigned and said, this is not on, this is not right, and we want it to change. And those people we should be thankful to, because it was a lot of hard work. Because of lots of people were like, no, we don't want to hear that, we don't want to hear that. We just want girls to do this and boys to do that. But slowly, slowly changes have been made. And so we celebrate on the 8th of March this year, which is today, that girls can do just as many amazing things as boys can do. I bet you've heard of this lady, haven't you? Florence Nightingale. Florence Nightingale. As you can see by looking at her clothes, she's not from nowadays. She was a nurse and she made big changes. She helped the soldiers in the Crimea War. We also know that another lady did that. Do you remember? What's her name? That's right, Mary Seacole. She went off as well to go and fight in the Crimea War. She couldn't do that though, but did she give up? No, she made her own hospitals, didn't she? And she helped the soldiers in her way. Here's a lady we've talked about before, Marie Curie. Marie Curie was a scientist. She dedicated her life to trying to find new ways of making people much better who were poorly. Who else have we got? Oh, how about this then? Amelia Earhart. Now, Amelia Earhart was the first lady to fly across the Atlantic Ocean all on her own in a plane. And again, this wasn't nowadays, it was in the past, and lots of people were not happy about it. How about this lady, Emmeline Pankhurst? We talked about her before. She said, why can't girls and ladies vote? She wanted to make sure that we had a proper democracy, and she campaigned until women got the right to vote. Gosh, who else have we got on here in my little book? Rosa Parks. Now, we told you the story about Rosa Parks. She wasn't happy about the fact that just because she was a black lady, she wasn't allowed to sit in a particular place on the bus. Do you remember? She campaigned for the treatment of all black people to be equal to white people. And then we've got somebody many, many, many years ago called Jane Austen, who started to write books. And girls, way, way back in the past, it was frowned upon for girls to become an author. Is that a good thing or not a good thing? Too right. International Women's Day was created to make sure that everybody remembers that we are all different, but we are all equal. And if you've got a dream and you want to do something, then you jolly work hard for it. And don't let anybody say, you're a girl, you can't do it. You're a boy, you can't do it. Okay. I'm going to leave it there, children. So we've got 2 things to celebrate. International Women's Day today, and then in 6 weeks' time, our mums on Mother's Day. What was the sign again? That's right, mummy. 3 fingers, 2 taps on your palm of your hand. Mum. Okay, shall we finish with our school prayer? I think we should. Right. Help me to do the things I should, to be to others kind and good, in all my work and all my play, to grow more loving every day. Amen. Now Mrs. Lee's just going to pop out the way and look over on this side. Do you remember those? That's right, that's the golden rules. Shall we forget about them? No, we need to remember them. There are how many? That's right, there are 7, and they are here to make us happy. Please make sure in everything you do in school and at home follows those 7 rules. So I want to see people being gentle. I want to see people being kind and helpful. I want to see people looking after property. I want to see people listening. I want to see people working hard, using good manners. And I especially want people, if you do make a mistake, and we all make mistakes, to own up and say that you are sorry and take responsibility. Right, I will see you in 1 sleep's time for our next assembly. Bye.